Guys. So, mag-screenshot lang ako ha. Wait lang. Mag-screenshot lang ako ng attendance. Yan. So, discuss natin ngayon si Chapter 2 for AIS. So, medyo technical kasi si Chapter 2. Ano? Kung mapapansin nyo, medyo maraming... question lang. Malinaw po ba yung audio ko? Voice? Okay. So, yan. So, Chapter 2 is about the transaction processing. Ayan. Medyo technical lang siya. Tapos, kung napansin nyo, medyo maraming, what do you call that? Yung mga symbols na ginagamit. Okay? So, ang akin lang dito is you do not need to memorize. Just familiarize yourself. Okay? Just familiarize yourself with the symbols. Ayan. So, punta na tayo sa discussion natin ng transaction process. Okay. Anong objectives natin for Chapter 2? To understand the objectives of transaction cycles. Number 2 is to recognize the transactions processes by each of the transaction cycles. And then, yeah, to know the basic accounting records used in TPS, to understand the relationship between traditional record and their magnetic equivalents, and then to familiarize with the documentation techniques, and then to understand the difference between batch and real-time processing. Ayan. In this day and age kasi guys, pwede pa po pang gamitin yung manual accounting natin. Pag sinabi nating manual accounting, hindi tayo gagamit ng computer, walang Excel, walang accounting system. Okay? Allowed pa po ba yon ng government or allowed pa po ba yan ng standards? So the answer is yes. Okay? Allowed pa po ang manual accounting. Paano po si manual accounting? So ang mangyayari, kay manual accounting, pag may bumili na tao, okay, mag-i-issue ka ng sales invoice, yung sulat kamay. Okay, sulat kamay. Magre-record ka ng transaction, debit, credit, sulat mo sa accounting book, sulat kamay. Okay? Tapos, gagawa ka ng FS, siguro, gagamit ka naman ng Excel. Okay? Pero, manual pa rin siya, isa-isa mo pa rin ine-encode. So, that is still allowed. Okay? However, to be more efficient. Okay, to be more efficient. At the same time, effective. Bakit natin sinabing efficient and effective? No, sa yung paggamit ng accounting system natin. Kasi, efficiency, di ba? Employing the least possible resources. So, pag mas mabilis kang mag-process ng transaction, mas efficient ka. If you are using an accounting system, okay, nag-i-increase yung efficiency mo. Ang mahirap nga lang doon, mas mahal siya normally kaysa manual. Kaya lang, di ba, kung malaki yung business mo, mas gugustuhin mo nang magkamera ng accounting system. Yung effectiveness naman, okay, nababawasan po kasi ang human errors when it comes to recording your transactions. Ayan. So, mas effective normally, mas effective yung computerized accounting system rather than the manual accounting system. Ayan. Imaginein mo kung meron kang tas mano-mano siyang nagsusulat araw-araw. Basta may bumili, di ba? Mano-mano. So, mas mahirap. Mas prone siya to error. Ayan. Pero again, pwede pa rin po natin gamitin yung manual accounting system. Okay? Dito lang, mas nagfo-focus tayo with the computerized accounting system. Okay? So, start tayo. A financial transaction is an economic event that affects the assets and the equities of the firm, is reflected in its account and is measured in monetary terms. So anything that affects, actually hindi lang assets and equities yan, kasama na si liability. Anything that affects the account balances which are presented in your financial statements are financial transactions. Okay? So similar transactions are grouped together. Expenditure cycle, conversion cycle, and revenue cycle. So yan yung three major cycles natin. Cycles or transaction cycles. Okay? Pag ay expenditure cycle, di ba, nagsisimula siya, halimbawa, may purchase requisition. Okay? Tapos, may purchase request, purchase requisition nga. So, si department, kulang na sa ganitong inventory, purchase requisitions ha. Si purchasing department, gagawa siya ng PO, o purchase order. Isasabit niya yan kay supplier. Then si supplier, magde-deliver ng goods. Okay? Pagka-deliver ng goods, anong kasama nung delivering yon? DR, or the delivery receipt, yung proof na nag-deliver siya, and then may kasama pa yung sales invoice. Si sales invoice, pupunta kay accounting department, gagawa ni accounting department ng voucher, so magkakameron na si accounting department ng accounts payable. Pag nagbayad, magkakameron na mawawala si accounts payable, pero magkakameron ng, normally, ang ginagamit ngayon is cheque. Okay? To show or to us a proof of payment. Yun yung expenditure, normal expenditure cycle natin. Si conversion cycle, okay, nag-start siya with the raw materials. Okay, dagdagan mo ng direct labor at overhead. That is what you call your work in process. Pag natapos si work in process, ano nangyayari? Nagiging finished goods siya. Okay, pag naging finished goods, yun na. Normally, doon naman natatapos na si conversion cycle mo. Ayan. So, sa conversion cycle, actually, mas marami pa siyang inputs, ano? Pero in a gist, yun si conversion cycle. Si revenue cycle, nag-start siya kapag may sales order si customer. Okay? Pagka sales order, kung manufacturing ka, deliver mo, po-produce mo muna yung goods. So, dun papasok si conversion cycle. Kung hindi naman, kung trading ka, halimbawa, so tingnan mo si inventory, kung mayroong inventory, deliver ka ng goods. Okay, upon delivery, mag-i-issue ka ng invoice. Okay, si invoice kukuhanin ni customer. Yun yung magiging accounts receivable mo. Once you have delivered the items, okay, pwede ka nang mag-bill, meron ka ng accounts receivable. And then, kapag nagbayad si customer, magde-deposit siya, then merong remittance advice, proof of payment, so meron ka ng collections. Tapos na yung revenue cycle mo. Okay? So, those are the 3 transaction cycles. Ang kagandahan po nowadays, your accounting system is capable of recording all of this. Okay? Meron na po tayong accounting systems which are capable of recording expenditure, conversion, and revenue cycles. And then kung meron ka pang mga additional requirements for gusto mo ng mga special reports, kaya na rin siya ni computerized accounting system. Okay? Ayan. So, relationship between transaction cycles. Okay, actually, paikot-ikot lang to, di ba? Paikot-ikot lang siya. O, halimbawa, mag-start ka muna kay expenditure cycle. Okay? Bumili ka ng raw materials. So, nag-disburse ka. Nagbayad ka ng labor. Nag-disburse ka rin. And then, yung overhead ng physical plant mo. Yung mga yon, yung ingredients for your conversion cycle. Okay? Pag na-convert na siya, anong mangyayari? Magkakameron ka na ng... Hindi ko nakikita yung arrow. Ano natin yung arrow? Teka, para hindi ka rin visible yung arrow. Anyway. Wait lang. Ayan, may arrow na. Okay? So, kapag na-convert na siya, nagkakameron ka ng finished goods. Yung finished goods yung ibinebenta natin or nagkakameron ka ng sales sa customer, deliver your finished goods to your customer, and then, eventually, you will be able to collect cash. So, yun naman yung revenue cycle mo. Okay? Yung cash, syempre, yun ang ginagamit natin, pabalik ulit sa expenditure cycle to purchase yung mga, or to pay for your expenses. Okay? And then yung mga purchases of your capital outlays or your capital expenditures saka operating expenditures. So yun lang naman yung relationships between transaction cycles. Medyo ano naman to, di ba? Medyo common sense. Common na sa atin. Yan. So each cycle has two primary subsystems. Pag expenditure cycle, meron siyang physical component or the acquisition of goods. So normally, pag meron ng goods, meron ka ng accounts payable. And then may financial component siya, which is the payment for the goods. So that is your cash disbursement to the supplier. Okay. Si conversion cycle, dalawa din. So the production system, the manufacturing process itself, and then the cost accounting system. Okay, ito na yung nag-a-assign ka ng monetary value with the flow of the cost throughout your manufacturing process. Ayan. Based on experience, ang pinakamahirap po talaga is the conversion cycle. Okay, pinakamahirap siya. Kasi di ba yung expenditure, madali lang. Bumili ka, dumating, bayad ka, tapos na. Okay. Si sales, madali lang din. May nag-order, deliver ka, bill ka, collect ka, tapos na. Okay? Si conversion cycle, especially for manufacturing talaga, napakagulo po ng accounting ni conversion cycle. Even with our current accounting system or computerized system, sobrang hirap pong ihabulin. Okay? Nung conversion cycle natin. Ayan. So, kapag manufacturing ngayon, tapos manual accounting ka, medyo iyak si accountant. Medyo iyak si accountant. Ayan. So, normally, kapag manufacturing na, gumagamit na yan ng accounting systems. Question, BSA kayo, di ba?
Yes po.
Lahat po kayo, BSA?
Yes po, ma'am.
So, ang unti nyo na lang pala. Ayan. O sige, hindi ko nabanggit and I'm not sure if you already know, si AIS, in your CPA board exam, ang tatamaan niyang subject would be your, ang tatamaan niya would be your theories. Okay, theories about accounting information system yung tinatamaan. Ayan. Okay. So, meron tayong yung third cycle natin, which is the revenue cycle. Okay. Ang component naman niya, physical component, yung sales order processing, pag-deliver ng goods. And then, meron din tayong financial components, which is your recognition of revenue or the collection or cash receipts. Okay. Recognition of sales. Ayan. So, punta muna tayo kay manual system accounting records. Meron tayong, bakit naglalag? Hindi siya lumabas. Ayan. Kay manual accounting records, meron tayong mga documents. Okay? Source documents are used to capture and formalize transactions or transaction data needed for transaction processing. Ano po ang example ng source document natin? These are proof that the transaction really happened. Okay, these are proof that transaction really happened. Kaya siya source document. If you are auditing, okay, pag may sales na ni-recognize or ni-record si entity na ino-audit mo, anong titingnan mong document as a proof na meron talagang sales? So you are going to look at the sales invoices. Okay? That is an example of source document. Ano pa? Sabi ni entity na ino-audit mo, meron daw siyang payable. Okay, meron daw siyang payable. Anong source document mo? The SI or the sales invoice from the supplier or the billing from the supplier. Okay? Yun po yung types of source documents natin. So, anything that is used to capture a transaction, that is your source document. Ano pa? Sa payroll. Okay, sa payroll, anong pwedeng proof na meron kang babayarang payroll? Yung time in and time out. Okay, yung time in and time out. Ayan. Meron din tayong product documents. These are the results of transaction processing. So, halimbawa, anong pinakamagandang example? Halimbawa, conversion. Okay, sa conversion cycle mo. Okay, si warehouse ng raw materials, okay, si warehouse ng raw materials, nag-issue ng raw materials kay production. Okay, nag-issue ng raw materials kay production. Ang isipin mo dito ha, nakahiwalay po yung mga raw materials, tapos nakahiwalay yung production department, tapos nakahiwalay pa rin si finished goods. Okay, para hindi naghahalo-halo yung tatlong inventories. Bakit tatlong inventories? Raw material inventory, work in process inventory, finished goods inventory. Okay, so sa manufacturing ganun siya. So for example, si warehouse ng raw materials, nag-issue siya ng raw mats papunta kay production. Okay, nag-issue. So, meron dapat material requisition form or request. Material request form from the production department na sinasabi niya, saan po ipapasa? Okay. Meron dapat material request from the production department na sinasabihan si warehouse na, warehouse, kailangan ko ng mga raw materials na to. Okay? Pag si warehouse na ipasa na yung raw materials pupunta kay production, gagawa naman si warehouse ngayon ng transfer slip. Transfer slip. That's the proof na nag-transfer na yung raw materials papunta sa production. Okay. So, as a result of the transaction processing, nagkameron ng product document si warehouse, which is the transfer slip. Ano pa? Nag-deliver ka ng goods. Okay, nag-deliver ka ng goods. Ang ginawa ni delivery guy, okay? Nag-issue siya, okay, o si logistics, nag-issue siya ng delivery receipt. Nakakita na ba tayo nun? DR. Okay, nag-issue siya ng delivery receipt. So that document is a result of transaction processing. Dahil nag-deliver ka, okay, kailangan mong mag-produce o kailangan mong mag-issue ng delivery receipt. Okay, so those are the examples of product documents. Next, turnaround documents, a product document of one system that becomes a source document for another system. Okay. So halimbawa, yung DR, okay, yung delivery receipt, okay, na in-issue ni logistics, binigay niya ngayon kay accounting department. Okay, binigay niya. So, product document siya ni logistics, then ibinigay niya yung copy kay accounting department. Bakit? Si accounting department, okay, yun yung magiging source document niya. Dahil nag-deliver ka halimbawa ng 100 items ng product A na nagkakahalaga ng 10 pesos each, gagawa naman ngayon sa accounting department ng sales invoice. Magbibill na siya dun sa customer. Okay? So, ang mangyayari from the DR, dahil siya ay transaction product document ni logistics, nagiging source document naman siya ni accounting department. Okay? So, those are turnaround documents. Normal yan, pagka document na pinroduce ng isang department, basta lumipat sa kabilang department, source document naman niya yun. Halimbawa, si purchasing. Okay, si purchasing. Sabi ngayon ng isang department, wala na kaming ballpen. Purchasing, wala na kaming ballpen. Kailangan na namin ng ballpen. Sasabihin ni purchasing, gumawa kayo ng material request. Hindi kasi ako basta-basta pwedeng bumili lang. So, gawa kayo ng material request. So, itong department A, gagawa siya ng material request for ballpens. Okay, request for ballpens. Bibigyan niya ngayon kay purchasing, okay, the material request is a product document of department A. Pero pagdating po kay purchasing department, that becomes the source document of the purchasing department. Okay, yun na yung basis niya. Okay, to formalize a transaction. So, gawa naman siya ngayon ng purchase order. Ayan. So, those are turnaround documents. Next, so familiar na tayo dito, journals and ledgers. Okay? Kay journal, dyan tayo nagpapasok ng entries. Si ledger naman, yan yung mga lumalabas sa account titles natin, which later nagiging financial statements. So sa journal, meron tayong special journals, meron tayong general journals, and then kay ledger, general ledger and subsidiary ledgers. Ayan. So na-discuss mo naman yan sa accounting 101 natin. Okay. Paano po nagkakameron ng wag muna tayo sa FS, from an information, paano siya napopost into ledger. So halimbawa, this one is revenue cycle. Okay. Nag-order si customer. Okay. Anong gagawin ni sales department? Gagawa siya ng document, ang tawag doon sales order. Si sales order, okay, i-entry ni accounting department magiging sa sales journal. Okay, i-document niya, lalagagawa niya ng journal entry sa sales journal. At the same time, si sales order, pinopost naman ni accounting department din sa subsidiary ledgers ng AR. Okay, sa subsidiary ledgers ng AR. So, di ba, kaya nga nagkakameron ng debit, accounts receivable, credit, sales. Ayan. So, from sales journal, pinopost naman siya periodically sa general ledger. Okay. Tapos, yan, periodically din, dapat yung pinost mo subsidiary ledger, so meron kang customer ABC, tapos sa general ledger, kasi nakalagay lang dyan AR, accounts receivable, wala naman siyang details. Okay, wala siyang breakdown. So, AR 1 million, general ledger. Dapat, magbabangga siya or magre-reconcile siya with the subsidiary ledger. So, customer A, 500,000. Customer B, 300,000. Customer C, 200,000. So, periodically, you reconcile the subsidiary ledger to the general ledger. Okay? Kapag digital na, ito kasi normally sa manual. Okay, sa manual. Pag digital na po tayo, ano na yung itsura? Ayan. So, mas marami na po yung symbols na ginagamit natin. Pero, pag inisip mo guys, pareho lang po yung transaction. Okay, na-digitalize lang. May word bang ganun? Na-digitize. Yung recording of transaction. So, meron ka pa rin sales order. Pag sinabi nating keying, ini-encode. Okay? So, magkakameron ka na, mai-store na yung sales order mo sa transaction file. Okay? Itong symbol na to is normally for storage. Ayan. Tapos, nag-a-update si program, si computer program. Ang kagandahan with the digital system, sabay-sabay po yan. Sabay-sabay itong storage na to. So, pagka-key niya, so may sales order na, na-update si credit file, na-update yung journal, kung may error file, and then na-update din si general ledger. Hindi man siya kailangang manumanuhin. Normally, pagka-encode mo, actually hindi, in reality guys, kapag digital yung accounting system mo, hindi ka nag-entry. Okay, hindi ka normally nag-entry. May mga fields lang yan, parang kapag nagsasagot ka ng health declaration form. Di ba may mga fields lang na fini-fill upan? Tapos si system na yun nag-journal entry. Ayan. So, automatically, lahat ng mga master file natin na-update na. Okay? Including subsidiary and inventory. AR, subsidiary, and inventory files. Okay? Kasi yung keying, okay, yung encoding, normally kapag may order, meron lang yung specific na parang mag-open ka, sales order. Okay, nakalagay doon. Sino yung customer? Pipili ka. Anong order niya? Pipili ka. So, automatically, yung AR, pumupunta kung sinong customer yung inilagay mo. So, nadadagdagan yung accounts receivable sa customer na yon. And then, dahil i-encode mo kung anong items ang binili niya, na-update din si inventory. Okay? I'm hoping na meron kayong available na kahit SAP lang sa school. Sana meron yung laboratory nyo para makita nyo yung flow in a digital system. Ayan. Kung wala, I think may copy pa ako ng pang-student na SAP SAP. So sana, tanong ko pa kay Sir Mike, kung meron tayong pwedeng magamit na computerized accounting system. Ayan. Ito guys, mo to may highlight yung auditing trail mo. Okay. Paano na to? Okay. Pag nag-audit ka, normally, ang hawak mo is the financial statements. Diba? Kaya you are auditing financial statements. So, sa balance sheet or the statement of financial position, ang sabi ng SFP mo, meron daw AR si entity A amounting to this amount. Ang audit trail mo, ang gagawin mo, from the statement of financial position, titingnan mo ngayon siya, itong number 1, sa general ledger. Tama ba yung balance ng general ledger dun sa AR? The AR account. Okay. Number 2, audit mo. Kung nakita mo na, okay, tama naman yung general ledger balance, punta ka ngayon sa AR subsidiary. Okay. Kasi si ledger, di ba, sabi natin kanina, total lang. Kay subsidiary, meron ng breakdown. Okay. Bangga ba? Reconciled ba? Pag reconciled, punta ka ngayon sa number 3. Paano nagkameron ng additions or adjustments, okay, yung AR subsidiary? Malamang nagkameron ng journal entries. Okay, nagkameron ng journal entries. So, tingnan mo ngayon yung journal entries. Tama ba yung journal na ginawa para madagdagan or mabawasan yung AR subsidiary mo? And then number 4, from journal entries, okay, tama ba yung entries based on the source document, based on the sales order? Bakit? Pwede po kasing ang bumili si entity A. Okay? Kaya lang nung nag-encode ngayon si encoder, o nag-encode si AR staff, si AR associate, ang in-encode niya si customer B. Okay, ang in-encode niya si customer B. Question, tama pa rin po ba yung magiging balanse ng AR mo? The answer is yes. Diba? Ang nagkamali ka lang kung ano yung, or kung sino will be the same. Ayan, supposedly, the balances would still be the same. Kaya kailangan, from the FS to the processes to the source document, matetrace mo siya. Okay, dapat matetrace mo siya. So, nung nandito ka na sa journal entry, so tama naman. Debit AR, credit sales. Kaya lang pagtingin mo sa source document, bakit ang nagkamero ng sales customer A, ang umorder pala si customer B? Okay? So, may mali na. Nagbangga nga, okay, nagbangga nga yung general ledger mo, tsaka subsidiary, tsaka yung balance sheet at journal. Yung pala, maling subsidiary account ang na-update. Ayan, dahil saan mo nakita? Sa source document. Okay? So, in a digital system and in a manual system, pareho lang po yung magiging trail ng audit mo. Okay, pareho lang yung trail ng audit. The difference is, you are using accounting system, yung isa, manual. Okay, may advantages and disadvantages to both sides. Pero, if you are looking for efficiency and effectiveness in recording transaction, mas mabilis po talaga si digital. Ayan. So, ito yung explanation lang, okay, nung 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Computer-based system. Audit trail is less observable in computer-based system. Bakit? Kasi nga, sa interface lang siya. Nakalagay lang lahat yan dyan. Tapos, normally, para makatipid din, okay, and then to conserve the environment, hindi na din normally nagpiprint ng documents kapag may computer-based system. So, less observable yung audit trail mo kay computer-based. Ayan. Data entry and computer programs are the physical trail. Okay? Yun na yun. Yung data entry mo, computer programs, yun na yung physical trail. So, normally, wala ka nang mahawakan na dokumento. Okay? Kasi data are stored in magnetic files. Okay? Nasa computer lang siya lahat. Yan. Question, pwede pa rin po ba kaming mag-print ng documents kung computer-based kami? The answer is yes. Okay. Actually, sa clients namin, we suggest na mag-keep pa rin ng physical documents or physical files. Bakit po? Computer-based kasi very prone to loss of information or loss of files. Ayan. So, kung may physical document ka, mas ano pa rin. Mas, at least may backup. Okay. And then guys, tandaan mo sa auditing. Okay, sa auditing, the physical documents ay are more reliable than digital documents. Okay? Mas reliable siya. Kasi madali nga baguhin yung nasa computer. Pero kapag na-print mo na yan, basta may bura, di ba? Ano na agad, red flag na. Pero kung walang bura, you are assuming na tama naman yung information. Ayan. So, this is one of the major obstacle in auditing in a computer-based system. Less observable yung computer, yung audit trail. Okay. Ibig po bang sabihin, kapag may nagkamali kay accounting department, hindi na po namin, hindi malalaman ni auditor kung sino yung nagkamali? The answer is no. Ang kagandahan po kay computer-based system, okay, ang bawat user, meron niyang sariling username and password. And then, ang bawat gawin niya sa system, nag-encode siya, nag-entry siya, okay, nagre-reflect po yun sa pangalan niya, sa account niya. Okay, so pag nag-audit kami ng computer-based, kita namin sino yung nag-entry, yung original, sino yung nag-edit, sino ang nag-approve, sino ang nag-delete, makikita po siya lahat sa audit trail. Ayan. So ano yun ha? Huwag mong isipin na dahil computer yan, dahil madaling baguhin mo na lang ng baguhin. Kita po siya sa audit trail. Okay, yung iba kasing systems ngayon may pinipindot lang audit trail, lalabas na. Sino-sino yung mga gumalaw sa account na to. Okay? Ayan. So, source document to journal to ledger to FS, and then pabaliktad, FS to ledger to journal to source document. As accountants, okay, you should be able to trace in both directions. Okay? Bali-baliktarin mo man yan, dapat iisa pa rin yung amount na lalabas dun sa financial statements mo. Okay? So, sampling and confirmation are two common techniques. Ayan. Pag kasi mag-audit ka, halimbawa assets, your main concern for auditing asset is the existence of the asset. Nag-e-exist ba yung asset? Tunay ba na may asset? Okay? So, ano gagawin mo? From the financial statements, o meron daw siyang cash amounting to ganito. Tingnan mo yung ledger. Sa ledger, may record niya naman. Sa journal, okay, and then source documents. Saan nanggaling yung cash? Okay? Sa liabilities naman, guys, ang main concern mo would be the completeness. Okay? Kung ang asset kasi, ang tendency ni entity, i-overstate yung asset. Okay? So, ang tanong doon, nag-e-exist ba? Totoo ba na may asset? Kay liability, ang main concern mo, ang gusto kasi ni entity, mas mababa yung liability niya para mas maganda yung FS niya. So, kompleto ba? Completeness. Kompleto ba yung mga liability na nilagay niya sa financial statement? Okay? So, from ganun din, from financial statement, tingnan mo yung ledger, yung journal, and then yung source documents. Or kung nagsimula ka sa source document, nakita mo yung mga payable, mga purchases ni entity na ginornalize, tapos nila pinost sa ledger, dapat bangga siya sa magiging financial statement mo. Okay. Kailangan po ba 100%? Kaya nakalagay dito, sampling yung common technique. Hindi naman lahat. Kailangan talaga. Okay. To increase your effectiveness, maganda 100%. But it will decrease your efficiency. Okay. Then confirmation, normally confirmation is used in ascertaining the validity of the amount using external information or outsiders. Okay, pag confirmation normally, ang tinatanong mo outside the entity, kino-confirm mo. Bangko, supplier, customer, outside the entity. Doon madalas ginagamit ang confirmation. Okay, paano po pag inside the entity? We call that inquiry. Okay, inquiry po yun. Nag-i-inquire ka sa knowledgeable persons inside the entity. Okay, so sa audit, yun po yung common techniques natin. So example, verifying. Ayan. Ulit pala ako. So, meron kang AR sa ledger, titingnan mo ngayon sa subsidiary kung bangga ba or reconciled ba yung total ng mga subsidiary ledgers. So, customer ABC. Okay? Then, titingnan mo yung journal entries, tsaka mga sales order. Sa financial, titingnan mo naman yung cash receipt, deposit, and then remittance advice. Okay? Ito yung dalawa kanina na aspects, di ba? Physical and financial. Any question po? Okay. Wala pa so far. Ayan. So, punta tayo sa dalawang models when using computer-based system. Okay. Meron tayong dalawa. The first one is flat file and database model or DBMS. Ayan. Si flat file are simplified. Okay? Simplified model in storing information or data. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin? Parang ano lang siya, from the term itself, flat siya. Yung accounting department, ito yung data niya. Okay? Then si marketing, ito yung data niya. Okay? So, very simple siya. Easier to use. Kaya lang, kung ano lang yung department, yun lang yung access niya. Siya lang yung may access dun sa data. Also, si accounting department, siya ang nagbibill. Okay? Siya ang nagre-receive ng collection. Ang data set niya would be the AR, sales invoice, and cash receipts. However, under flat file, ang may access lang with this data sets would be the accounting department. Okay. Si marketing, okay, product promotion system, meron siyang customer data at sales invoice. Hindi niya ma-access yung data ni accounting. Okay. And then, you cannot trace. Okay, you cannot index the relationships between the data sets. Okay, so kay flat file, kanya-kanya ng data. Okay, kanya-kanya ng data. Ang mahirap dun, pag nagre-recon ka. Halimbawa, ganito guys. Sa production department, okay, sa production department versus accounting department, ng data ng inventory. Okay, ng inventory. Si production, ang may sarili siyang record ng inventory. Si accounting din, may sariling record ng inventory. Pero hindi mo pwedeng i-link yung dalawa. Kasi flat file sila. Okay? Kung sino lang yung user, siya lang yung may access with their own data sets. Okay. So, data redundancy problems. Number one is the data storage. Diba? Kung kanya-kanya kayo ng data, okay, may possibility ba na yung data mo pareho lang sa data ng ibang tao, pero dahil magkabukod kayo, pareho kayo nag-store. Okay? So, excessive ang storage cost. Okay? Excessive yung storage cost. Paano ba? Halimbawa, magkaka-team kayo ng teacher nyo ng financial statements. Okay, o pinagawa kayo ng project. Hinati yung teammates, ikaw dito sa part na to, 4 kayo. Ikaw dito sa part na to, ako dito, ikaw dito, ikaw dito. Okay, 'di ba ang hirap i-collate? Kasi yun yung problem ng flat file. So, tigi-tigi sa kayo ng Excel, tigi-tigi sa kayo ginawa. Ngayon, nung kailangan niyo ng pagsamasamahin, okay, may problem din doon sa pag-collate ng information. Yung parang ganun yung easiest way to represent yung flat file natin. Okay. Tapos, nag-store siya ng Excel, nag-store ka ng Excel, meron din siya. So, 4 yung Excel files nyo with the same information kung sa departments ng isang entity. Ayan. Next, data updating. Okay, halimbawa, ako ang accounting head. Naggagawa ako ng reports. Halimbawa, gumagawa ka ng AR report. Kukunin ko yung report kay AR associate. Okay. Tapos, pag binigay niya sa akin, kinabukasan ba or after 1 week, possible na iba na naman yung data na nakapasok doon? The answer is yes. So, hihingin ko na naman siya kay AR ASOC. Okay? Kaya nga, di ba ngayon, gumagamit na tayo ng Drive. Halimbawa, Google Drive. Diba? So, ano mangyayari doon? Kung ano yung binago ni AR Aso, lumalabas na din siya agad sa akin. Hindi ko na kailangang mag-update ng mag-update. Yung tatanungin ko pa siya kung anong nabago. Okay, automatically nag-a-update po yung file na nakastore. Ayan, pero kay flat file, dahil kanya-kanya kayo ng kanya-kanya kayo ng storage, kailangan may problem kayo with data updating. Next, currency of information, failing to update all affected files. Okay, ito, lagi naming na-experience dun sa isa naming client. Halimbawa, may dumating na inventory, raw materials. Ito pa lang si logistics. May ibinalik. Okay, so may purchase returns. May ibinalik siya sa customer. Hindi sinabihan si accounting department. Okay, so yung currency of information, dapat iisa kasi yung files natin. So sana, na-update man lang nung bawat department ang isa't isa. Okay, so pag nag-fail to update ka, magkaiba talaga kayo. Para kayo magkaiba ng currency. Okay, magkaiba talaga kayo ng information. Ayan. Then task data dependency, users' inability to obtain additional information as the needs change. Ayan. And then, data integration. Yan. Sabi ko nga kanina, pag kanya-kanya kasi kayo ng file, it would be difficult to collate, okay? Or yung to collect the information into one report. Ayan. So, kay flat file, those are your problems. Okay. Kaya, meron din tayong database model, yung DBMS, Database Model System. Kay Database Model System, okay, iba't ibang users, so in this case, accounting, marketing, product, services. Okay, iba-iba yung views nila. Pag sinabi natin views, yung access. Okay, iba-iba yung interface na pwede nilang galawin. Okay, tapos si software dito ngayon papasok. Lahat ng pinasok ni accounting, ni marketing, at saka ni product services, okay, si DBMS na po, yung software na nagpa-process ng information and then nagiging shared database na siya. Okay? So, isa lang yung storage na ginagamit for different departments. Unlike dito kay flat file, kanya-kanya sila ng storage. Okay, kanya-kanya ng storage. So, pag may kailangan si marketing, hingin pa niya kay accounting. May in-update sa accounting, hindi malalaman ni marketing. Okay? Pero kay database model, mayroon ng shared database. Okay? Hindi na kailangan ng update, ng information, isa-isa, okay, iisa na po yung, or shared na yung database nila. Okay. Ano pa, yung isa pa kasing nito, for example, si sales department. Sinabihan siya, di ba? Si sales, yung mga agent. Sabi ni customer, agent, nagpalit na pala ako, okay, nagpalit na pala ako ng contact number. Si sales and marketing, in-update niya yung system niya. Ito na yung bago niyang contact number. Kung flat file ka, hindi siya malalaman ni accounting department. Okay, hindi siya malalaman kasi kanya-kanya nga kayo ng storage. Okay, ngayon, maniningil sa accounting. Yung lumang number yung kinokontak niya. Okay, so meron na kayong information gap or data gap. Hindi kasi na-inform o kailangan pang i-inform ni sales department si accounting. Accounting, hindi mo na siya masisingil dyan sa number na yun kasi nagpalit na siya ng number. However, kung meron kayong database model, may integrated software kayo, okay, ano man ang customer data na binago ni sales, maa-update din sa accounting. Pag binuksan niyo yung customer information, updated na rin. Kasi iisa ang database nila. Okay? So, kung ikaw papipiliin, sa flat file ka o sa database model. Ayan, so meron tayong computer files. Kanina, di ba, may manual files tayo. Ngayon, meron tayong computer files. So, the master files generally contains account data. So, dito yung mga ledgers and subsidiaries. Transaction file are temporary file containing transactions. So, per transaction level kapag transaction file. Reference files are constant information. So, halimbawa, information ni supplier, information ni customer, reference file ka titingin. And then the archive file contains past transactions for reference purposes. Okay, past transactions for reference. Ayan. So, documentation techniques, iisa-isahin natin to mamaya. So, meron tayong ERD, Entity Relationship Diagram, data flow diagrams, document flow charts, system flow chart, and program flow charts. Okay, si ERD represents the relationship between entities in a system. Okay, pwede po bang sabay-sabay mo siyang gamitin itong mga documentation techniques sa ECS? Okay, so for example, cardinalities is the mapping between entities, one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-many. Nandito tayo kay ERD ha. So, for example, relationship nga kasi siya between entities in a system. Naglalag. Ayan. So, cardinalities, okay, yung relationship, pwedeng isang salesperson, isang card, ang inisyo ni entity. Okay, so this is 1:1. Next, pwedeng isang customer in a given period, marami siyang orders. Cardinality is 1:many. Next, pwedeng many vendors, okay, many din yung inventories. So, many to many. Those are the cardinalities in an ERD. Okay? Data flow diagram represents logical elements of the system. It does not represent the physical system. Ano lang ba? Data lang. Data processes sources. Ayan. So, data flow diagram symbols, normally, pag yung box, entity name, tapos yung gano'ng rectangle na wala yung right side, that's storage name. And then yung rounded na rectangle, rounded ang sides, those are processes. And then, of course, the arrow is a direction flow. So, that's for DFD. Si system flow chart naman, si data flow at si system halos pareho lang siya, no? Pag tinignan mo. Pero kay system flow chart, hinahati niya, okay, yung relationship among processes. Mas merong distinction or separation of functions in a system. So, dito, ayan. So, these are the symbols that are used. Terminal or the source document, manual operation, storage or storing, records, yung parallelogram, tapos batch total, on-page connector. Pag sinabi natin connector, pag may nakita kang bilog na ganon, tapos may letter or may number, hahanapin mo yung kapartner niya. Yun yung kasunod niya. Okay? Then off-page connector, then process or comments, and then flow, document flow line. Ayan. To illustrate, sana po malinaw sa inyo, no? Ayan. Kay system flow chart, okay, we are separating the functions. So, kita mo naman, ito si sales department, ito si credit department, si warehousing, tapos si shipping department. Ayan. So, magsisimula ka sa source, si customer. Pag si sales nakatanggap ng order, gagawa siya ng document. Okay, gagawa siya ng document. We call that your customer order. Ayan. Then, manual process, gagawa siya ngayon ng sales order. Yung sales order, gagawin niya in multiple copies. Sales order 1, 2, 3, 4. Anong basis niya? The customer order. Okay? Ayan. And then, itong mga to would be up for storage. Tapos, may manual process na naman si sales that's to distribute the sales order, SO, and then to file the SO. Pag sinabi nating file, yung customer order, tsaka yung sales order 1, yung signed sales order, okay, pupunta siya ngayon sa storage. Yung sales order 2, 3, 4, may iba siyang pupuntahan. Puntahan muna natin tong sales order 2. Dito muna tayo kay ano pala, kay credit department. So, yun po yung process ni sales. Ano? Si credit department, tong sales order 1, punta siya kay credit. Okay. Ano po ang function ni credit department? Your credit department determines if the customer shall be allowed a specific or a range of credits. Pwede bang mangutang si customer? Hanggang magkano yung pwedeng utangin ni customer? Kasi pag si customer, hindi siya good payer, okay? Pag hindi good payer si customer, pwede mo siyang tanggihan ng credit. Okay? Yung utang. Pag ganun, ano siya, cash upfront. Pagbili niya, cash agad. Okay. So, si credit department, tatanggap niya from sales department yung SO1. Anong gagawin niya? May manual process siya. I-check niya yung credit. Anong gagamitin niya to check the credit? Meron siyang accounting records, which is the credit record. Pag okay naman yung credit rating niya, sasign niya si sales order 1, yun yung if-file ni sales department. Ito yon, signed sales order. Okay. So, okay na. Sales order 1. So, meron ka pang sales order 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Si sales order 2, sundan mo yung arrow. Si sales order 2, pumunta siya kay warehouse. Anong ibig sabihin? Sinasabihan ni sales, oy, warehouse, meron akong order from ganitong customer. Okay, so si warehouse, ipipick, literally pick to ha, talagang as good as from the finished goods, pinipili niya, kinukuha niya yung goods. Okay, tinitingnan niya, anong basis niya? The stock records. Okay? Pag na-pick na niya yung goods, i-update niya ngayon yung stock records na bawasan yung goods ng ganitong amount. Okay? And then, yung sales order 2 na yon, papupuntahin niya dito. Pupunta naman yung sales order kay shipping department. O, sabi ni warehouse, okay, naibigay ko na yung goods. Shipping, ito yung sales order. Okay? Yung kaninang connector na sinasabi kong bilog, ito yon. Si SO3 and 4, nakita mo tong connector, di ba may A? Tapos putol na yung arrow. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Hanapin mo yung kapartner niyang A. Ito yon. Bakit po ginaganon? Kasi imaginein mo, kung tinuloy niya yung arrow, magkakasala sa labit na. Hindi kasi siya pwedeng mag-cross dito sa arrow na to. Ang ibig kasi yung sabihin nun, nag-merge sila. Okay, hindi pwede. Kung hindi sila magkasama, hindi sila pwedeng mag-cross ng arrows. Okay, so gumagamit tayo ng connectors. So, pumunta siya dito. So, sa sales order 3 and 4, pumunta ka ng shipping. Si shipping, pinik yung goods, okay, for delivery. Yung sales order 2, binigay kay customer. Yung sales order 3 and 4, napunta sa file storage. Ayan. So, dyan po yung interpretation of your system flowchart. Okay, that's your system flowchart. Again, ang sabi ko sa inyo, ang gusto ko lang ma-familiarize kayo with the symbols. Question po, ma'am, sa exam po ba pagagawin nyo kami ng system flowchart? The answer is no. Okay? Hindi po ako ganun kabrutal. Hindi ko kayo pagagawin ng flowchart. Ayan. Pwede pa itatanong ko kung ano yung mga symbols and what are the use for the symbols. Pero hindi ko pagagawin ng flowchart. Bakit? Kasi yung teacher ko natin sa AIS, pinagawa kami ng flowchart. Okay? Pinagawa niya kami ng flowchart ng payroll system. Okay? Pinagawa niya kami ng flowchart ng payroll system. Pwede kung gagawin kayo ng gano'n, siguro assignment, project, pero not necessarily sa exam. Okay? Huwag kayong mag-alala sa exam. Hindi ko kayo pagagawin ng flowchart. Kasi kung pagagawin ko man kayo ng flowchart, gusto ko yung may reference kayo. Okay? Hindi yung iisipin mo pa kung anong symbol yung gagamitin mo. Ayan. So, system flowchart, relationship between key elements. Gaano oras tayo? 7? Ayan. Sige, bibilisan ko na. Okay. So, they depict the media being used, paper, magnetic disc, and terminal. Nawala po yung presentation ko. Hello? Hello po. Ayan. Ano pong anong nakikita niyo ngayon? Ayan, okay. Next. So, symbol set for computer processes. Ayan. So, medyo parang familiar naman yung ibang symbols. Okay? Hindi siya masyadong nagkakalayo with the system flowchart. Okay, ganun din. Source, customer, document. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo lang, with regards to computer flowcharts or computer processes, nababawasan isa. Mas nababawasan yung documents na ginagawa. And then, yung manual, okay, yung manual processes, nababawasan din. And then dito, kung mapapansin nyo, puro siya magnetic filing. Okay? Automatic kasi okay, na nakukuha ni system. Tapos, nadagdagan siya ng Computer Operations Department. Ayan. So, halos pareho lang din naman. Okay? Yung nagiging flow. Mapapansin mo lang talaga dito, mas marami, okay, na na-update immediately yung filing natin. Okay? Then, okay. Batch versus real-time system. Pag batch processing, ang ginagawa natin dito, inaantay natin yung group of similar transactions bago natin i-process. Halimbawa, every week ka nagpa-process, every month ka nagpa-process. Meaning to say, there is a time lag, ito yun, between the event and processing. Hindi mo muna siya pina-process. Inaantay mo na may kasama siyang ibang similar transactions. Okay. Para ma-imagine mo, parang ano yan, nagpupuno muna yung bus bago siya pumunta sa destination niya. Okay. So, between pagsakay mo hanggang pag-andar ng bus, merong time lag. Okay, meron time lag. Ano pa? Delivery. Okay? Di ba kapag nag-order ka sa Shopee o sa Lazada, okay, normally yung magde-deliver, inaantay niya yung magkakapareho na destination, na area. Kaya merong time lag. Hindi naman normally pagka-order mo, deliver agad sa'yo. Okay? That's batch processing. Yeah. Anong advantages niya? Mas mataas ang efficiency. Kasi sabay-sabay na. Okay? And then provides control over transaction process via control figures. Ayan. Si real time naman, okay, walang time lag. Okay? Pagkagawa mo ng transaction, automatically nag-update na po yung system mo o yung filing mo. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Halimbawa, di ba sa GCash, okay, may GCash ka. Tapos, nag-send ka ng GCash sa kasi mo. Real time ba yun? Yes. Ibig sabihin, pagka pindot mo ng send, okay, pagka validate mo, nasa kanya na agad yung pera. Okay, nasa GCash na agad niya. That's the real time. Okay? Walang time lag between economic event and processing. However, generally, it requires greater sources. Mas mahal siya most of the time. Kasi nga, bawat transaction, pinaprocess na siya agad. Ayan. So, ano po yung distinguishing characteristic? Information time frame, may lag kay batch, kay real time, halos walang lag. Okay? It takes place immediately. Resources, fewer resources kay batch, di ba? Sabi ko nga, pag may order, pinagsama-sama yung order para sabay-sabay i-deliver. Kay real time, order, deliver. So, mas maraming resources. Efficiency, records are processed after the event to avoid operational delays. Kay real time, records pertains are processed immediately. Ayan. So, bakit pa rin mayroong gumagamit ng batch? Di ba, pag inisip mo, dun ako sa real time. Pero maraming gumagamit ng batch processing kasi high volume po, independent transactions yung nire-record niya. So, kaysa nga naman paulit-ulit ka ng ginagawa, antayin mo na. O, sige, mag-set tayo ng time. Okay, nag-update ka ng passbook. Kaysa naman maya minuto nag-update ka ng passbook. Okay, every Friday mag-update ako ng passbook. Okay? Ayan. And then yun nga, lesser yung resources na ginagamit for batch processing. Ayan. So, coding, pag sinabi natin coding, gumagamit ka lang ng numbers or symbols para mapagsama-sama mo yung mga accounts. Okay? So, meron tayong sequential codes. Ginagamit to normally sa mga resibo, sa mga passbook, sa mga cheque. Okay. Bakit? Anong importance ng sequential codes? Pag sequential code siya, mas madali mong ma-check ang completeness. Okay? Mas na-check mo ang completeness. Pag may nawalang OR number, alam mo, anong nangyari dito sa OR na to. Okay? Next, block codes para siyang ikina-class ang bawat accounts. Okay? Ang main example nito is your chart of accounts. Okay? Naka-block code siya. Okay, halimbawa, si asset 001, si liability 002, si equity 003. Okay, yun yung mga coding natin. Tapos lahat ng cash, so 001 asset underscore 001. Yun yung cash. Pag inventory, 001 underscore 002. Pag AR, 001 underscore 003. Yun po yung coding natin, block codes. Group codes naman, parang ganun din. Okay? Pero meron siyang, kung alam niyo yung barcode, di ba? Yung barcode, group codes po yun. Pinagtatabi-tabi yung number, pero may meaning yung bawat number niya. Parang telephone number, guys. Yung positive 63, that is your area code as a mobile number. Yung 917, 916, 910, yun yung nagdidikta kung anong service provider mo. And then yung number, kung kaninong user yung number na yan. Okay, yun yung group codes. And then, syempre, alphabetical codes. Ang disadvantage nito, okay, kokonti. Not as many as the numerical codes or the numeric codes. Okay? Pwede po ba ang alphanumeric? Pwede. Di ba parang plate number? Okay, alphanumeric code yan. Then mnemonics, this one, ginagamit siya, depende sa entity. So, halimbawa, initials ng empleyado, initials ng lugar, initials ng supplier, pwede. It depends upon the entity. Ayan. So, tomorrow, we will discuss chapter 3 naman, ethics. Okay, send ko na ngayon yung PPT for ethics. Ayan. Any question, doon na lang po sa GC, ha? Pasensya na. Okay? So, thank you guys for listening. Tomorrow, ulit tayo, ha? Online class ulit tayo tomorrow. Thank you po.
Thank you po,
Thank you
ma'am.
po, ma'am.